Divine greetings, entities, energies, lovelies, bodies of light, like this light I'm getting right here. You seekers and sojourners of truth, the 144 chosen of the chosen few. You all know who you are. I am Celestial Earth and this divine energy essence of it all, reporting to you live from dimension number 5. While the sun is lighting me up in here, I'm getting my melanin on. It is really activating this melanin. Do you see the glow? Do you see the glow and all there is to know? Ashe. So with that said, happy full moon in Gemini. So I almost forgot about the moon because the sun is just getting all of my attention right now. I'm like, moon who? But full moon in Gemini, super full moon. It is the last of about 3 to 4 straight full moons, super moons that we've had. Not only that, this is the last full moon before the winter solstice, before third eye Atlas, our cosmic messenger, comes to its closest proximity to Earth on the 19th. And as the winter solstice passes, it's also a pivotal changing point for the chakra season. We'll be going from the heart chakra season into the throat chakra season. And that's actually what's being mirrored right now with this full moon, with our chakra infusion, with this particular full moon, where we have the heart. Like today is a heart throat day and tomorrow is a throat heart day. So there's a flip right there, like where we're going from the heart. It's highlighting and it's showing this pivotal change as we self-actualize in the heart. For those who truly get to have that heart expansion, the next level, as we are closing timelines and there's another major shift happening, the next level is going to be an expansion into the throat chakra season, which is the 5th dimension. It's expression. So it represents the 5th dimension as an expression in time. Ashe. So we're being able to go through this transit, this energetic transit. So see how it shows up for you. What I would advise is to look at where Gemini shows up in your chart, because it's not, you don't have to be a Gemini to feel the effects of this moon. This is for everyone. So wherever Gemini shows up in your chart, whatever house Gemini is for you, I would look at that. Look at where your natal Mercury is, because Mercury rules Gemini and it is just now leaving Scorpio as it's going direct now. Just came out of its retrograde. So all the communications that have been, I don't want to say going bad, but there's a lot of, we've been looking back. Mercury was taking us back to cover some misinformation, things we weren't seeing so well, or things we needed to be taken deep into. The Scorpio is deep, so deep travel, right? And then now it's going direct, so it should be bringing some clarity right about now, a little bit more clarity about what you were reviewing. Remember, the retrograde is a chance to recourse and have course correction, and Saturn just went direct too. So our accountability, we were in retrograde with accountability and responsibility, and now it's gone direct. So now there should be some momentum that highlights a little bit of clarity about what you need to be responsible and accountable for. Now, this full moon is also very, it's highlighting the split, like we're manifesting this split. The bifurcation is definitely still happening, which it is still a bridge. And I'd so want to get into that, and we will. The divergence into this convergence. So the split, we're going to feel more of the split, and this full moon is preparing for us for that, as this full moon is highlighting, taking us into the divine mind. That's the evolved aspects. So Gemini is mental. We could be in our thoughts about a lot of things. There's things that's been showing up that could have us kind of spewing around into chaos. Don't get pulled down by the chaos. Remember, gratitude helps with that chaos. So it helps to stabilize it. Let me say it that way. Gratitude stabilizes the chaos. So always be in an attitude of gratitude for all that is happening, because it's coming to bring you the opportunity of what needs to be done next, so you can move from being this fragmented soul into soul integration in this dispensation. I'm saying it's a whole lot of information. So with that, let's all look at what else we could be seeing in Revelations. Pluto still being in a square with Scorpio, so it would be squaring with um, who's in Scorpio still, Black Moon Lilith and Mercury. But not so much because they're far, degrees apart. They're at the end of Scorpio where Pluto is at the beginning of Aquarius. So we have the grand water trine that is going to be as Mercury exits, is kind of leaving the intensity of this grand water trine because it has been intense. That's why we're seeing all this flooding everywhere. The earth and everything is affected in the earth, not just us. This is an environmental shift. This is a cosmic shift. Everything in this realm, we're all being shifted. So of course the earth is earthing. All right, volcanoes are volcanoing, quakes are quaking, everything is, shaking. Um, but it is within good reason. It's all part of the transition. It's part of the process. I call it a purge, because some things have to be purged out. So find the time, find the space and time within. We're in the meeting. We're doing, those who have signed up, we're here. We're doing the workshop. We're in our 7-day workshop, and we're in the middle as we're on the heart chakra day. And we're really working with transmuting the fears. We're on the day of transcendence. So whatever we've been working on for the previous days, it's been to bring up the fears, bring them up, bring them out, fear-based thoughts and feelings, to be transmuted in the love-based thoughts and feelings, to be transmuted into the love frequency, to take advantage of what's happening. Ashe. So wherever you can do any releasing is your best work right now to transcend, to end, to be on the right side of the split, whatever you choose to be the right side. But I'm assuming for those who come here, I shouldn't assume. I'm going to say for those who come here, more likely you're looking for ascension. And if you're looking for ascension, then the way out is the way in, is to go within and remove any unhealed wounds, any shadow working that you can do, because that is what's going to clear up any blocks and bring coherency into your vibratory field. And that is a truth resonance that the earth is looking for, to have a vibrational match with you. It is all about coherency. Those are the codes that our cosmic messenger is helping to unlock, these dormant codes. Our ancient DNA is coming online. There's all kind of activation happening right now that this supercharged full moon is helping us to do. Specifically, just with looking at the sun and the moon's interaction, it's specifically helping us to evolve to that divine mind, so we can have that expanded wisdom that Sagittarius leads us to, as it points to our galactic center. And it's saying, there it is, it's right there, everything you need to know. So I invite us to grow into that as much as possible. Looking back, I want to mention the Grand Trine. With the Grand Trine, they're at the final degrees, so there is a closure that's happening. There is, especially, it's going to be especially tight when Mercury hits 29 degrees, as well as with Neptune, and Saturn is at about 25 degrees and in Pisces, and Jupiter is at about 24 degrees in Cancer. So they're all within the final degrees of the sign. So there is closure. There is a self-mastery that is happening with all of these planets where they are. With communication, with accountability, with the closure of illusions, which is what we really need. Neptune is not going to be here again. We're not going to see it ever in Pisces again in this lifetime. This is the last call to be able to take that advantage of this celestial body that is helping you in its home space of Pisces to close out all illusions, not just for this time, this lifetime, but for multiple lifetimes. This is a karmic cycle closing. So take advantage of these revelations that are coming to you to help you close out illusions across the board. We're closing out our individual personal preferences illusions. We're closing out familial traditions illusions. We're closing out societal illusions. We're closing out humanities global, across the globe, all kind of illusions over time, right? Dating all the way back to at least the age of the ram, where Chiron is in retrograde in Aries, helping us to close out those dysfunctions of the ego, the misappropriations of the ego, so that we can have this spiritual maturation with our North Node in Pisces, which, by the way, the nodes of faith are very much activated by the sun and moon's opposition at 13 degrees, which is a feminine number of receptivity. So all four are at 13 degrees, meaning North Node 13 degrees Pisces, South Node 13 degrees Virgo, Moon is 13 degrees Gemini, and Sun is 13 degrees Sagittarius. So the numerology of it is saying there is receptivity to be had here. And what's happening in this full moon is, as just as it's preparing us for what's to come at the solstice and the 12/12 portal, and bring it back to me, third eye atlas on the 19th. Just as it's preparing us for that, it is preparing us for the nodes of fate, which we will be having the next eclipse around that time when we reach back in March, which is when third eye atlas is going to be its closest proximity to Jupiter, the ruler of Sagittarius, where we are now. So again, right back there, it's going to be reminding us that Jupiter is that expansion, just like Sagittarius is that expansion into wisdom. Jupiter is a celestial body that is going to be echoing that as it passes there on the way out, helping us to have this spiritual maturation in Pisces, where our North Node is. So this is a very exciting time. So I invite us to take a plunge, get some of these light codes, relax, relate, release, lean into your emotions. Don't run from them. Remove any resistance that you can, so you can open your channels, be a strong conduit of light, and allow this light codes, allow this cosmic passage to take you to the next level of your highest self. And we'll see if we can catch this moon tonight. We may see if we can do a live. We'll see. Because I would definitely be in our workshop. So we'll see what time we get out. Maybe we'll be able to share some of this moonlight with us, just like we shared this sunlight. Peace, love, and light.